Hello, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram land. We are live this afternoon on a Friday. I had to think about it.
I
I've
know.
been blessed with so many great interviews this week, and I'm not done yet. So today, though, I've got Caitlin Quisenberry back with me.
Yay.
So thank you, Caitlin, for joining me this afternoon.
Of course.
And for those that don't know it, Caitlin was my very first interview way back in March when she still lived in Colorado.
Yeah.
Shortly after Blue came out.
Yeah,
So
you were like,
Blue came out in February.
It did. Yeah, it came out February 7th.
Yeah.
So one of my very first interviews, which is so much fun that we get to come back on here now and kind of see what's happened since in the last couple of months.
Yeah, absolutely. We've both came a long way since then. I think back then we did StreamYard, not StreamYard, sorry, we did Skype. And we were questioning it. Did it even record? And yeah, I was so confused then. I wasn't even sure what was happening. And you were so sweet to be so patient with me. So yeah, come a long way since then. And you certainly have came so far since then. You've made the move to Nashville.
I have.
How is that going?
It's great. I mean, it was kind of a weird time to move. So I moved in July, at the end of July. And I actually absolutely love it here. It's so much fun. There's always something to do here. Just the network of just such talented musicians is just amazing to have around me, especially for songwriting and just working with different musicians, guitarists, producers. So I've absolutely loved that. And yeah, I mean, I think I'm here to stay. So it's going really well.
Yeah. Now your family moved with you as well, correct?
They did, yeah. So my family, so I live downtown. I live in Midtown, but my family lives in Franklin, Tennessee, which is only about 25 to 30 minutes away. So it's like the perfect amount of time away. You know, I get to like escape and go into a cute little town and the city, but we're really close. So it's really nice.
Yeah, that is nice. I knew that you and your family were really close. So that didn't surprise me that they made that move with you. And that, I mean, that's just great though. So how did that work out with your brother? And I mean, I know there's hockey in Nashville, but I know your brother is a huge hockey player. So, but he's in college. So, I mean, how's that going for him this year with COVID and everything?
Yeah. So originally we, being in Tennessee, if we were moving to Tennessee, we would be closer to him because he goes to school at Brown University, which is in Providence, Rhode Island. So, the plane ride even shorter. So that worked out. But because of COVID, they ended up canceling his season about 2 weeks ago, he found out. So he's actually been just doing online schooling. He's kind of been like, all over the place. He was here with his friends for a month in Nashville. They were renting out an Airbnb. And now he's back in Colorado, up in the mountains, skiing a little bit while he does online schooling. So it's just, it's crazy. He thought he was going to be playing, but instead he's not. So now he's just kind of like finding ice time and he's been able to actually skate with some of the Predators players here in Nashville. So that has been kind of a cool opportunity that's come out of it. But yeah, he's just trying to, adjust to the current situation.
I'm sure. Now, is he a senior?
No, he's a sophomore.
Oh, a sophomore. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking he was further along.
Yeah. Age-wise, he could be a senior, but for hockey, you play 2 years of juniors before you go to college. So you end up being like 21 years old and a freshman in college. So it's just different. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That works different. Now, you were in Colorado a while, just a little while ago skiing, weren't you?
I was. Yeah, I went home for Thanksgiving to see family and go up to the mountains.
I thought I saw that on your Instagram and you were away skiing. I was blessed enough to go to Colorado one time skiing.
Oh,
and
awesome.
I will tell you, there is nothing like skiing in Colorado.
I know. Yeah, once you've done that, you're kind of spoiled for everywhere else.
Yeah, especially if you grew up on the East Coast skiing. It does not compare at all.
Do you remember which mountain you skied?
Yeah, I went to Keystone and Breckenridge.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, Breckenridge is such a fun town. I love going there.
Oh, yeah. It was absolutely beautiful. I remember it well and would love to go back. I've actually got family that lives in Colorado, so maybe I'll get to go back someday.
Yes, I know. Yeah, you should definitely go. And the Airbnb prices are like super cheap right now, which is nice. But yeah, if you guys make the trip, or you can drive out there. But yeah, it's really cheap, and it was so much fun. There's not like a ton of snow right now, so I kind of want to go back in like the next month or so when there's more snow. But it was still an awesome little getaway.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, let's talk about your music, because since Blue, there has been 4 more songs to come out.
Yeah.
And I had, of course, at that time that I talked to you, and we've talked along the way a little bit, but I had no idea that 4 songs were coming out at the time that you did Blue. Now, I think I might have known about SOS, and I loved it because it was so upbeat.
Yeah.
And it was just a fun song. It was quite different than Blue. I loved it. What was your inspiration? Because it was completely different. So what was your inspiration? Kind of give us the rundown between like the two, because they were so different. Where did your inspiration come from?
Yeah. So I didn't write Blue or SOS, but I was lucky enough to be pitched by amazing songwriters. I had like a catalog of some songs, and songwriters kind of just pitched me. They, heard my voice, and they said, we want you to listen to these songs and see what you think. And so out of all the songs I heard, SOS and Blue were the 2 I chose. And I liked them so much just because they were so different. Like Blue is like a ballad and it's slow, and SOS is just like this like power song that is upbeat and fun, and it's like a good 2-stepping song. So I loved that contrast. So that's kind of why I chose that. And I really liked the message. SOS stands for same old SHIT. And it's about a girl just, being done with the relationship and just saying enough is enough. And it's actually really empowering because, she takes control of her life and just says, I'm going to stick up for myself and I'm going to do my own thing.
Yeah. I loved that song. I remember when it came out, because I remember you telling me it's going to be way different than Blue. And I remember you saying it's kind of 2-steppy. So yeah, I remember when that came out, I think I messaged you and I was like, yeah, it makes me want to get up and dance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was cool.
So I loved that one. For sure. And it was weird because I couldn't say, well, I like this more than Blue, because it was totally different. So I could say I like it as much.
Yeah, it's like kind of comparing like apples to oranges, really.
Yeah, exactly. So I was glad of that, because I didn't have to choose between the 2. I could be like, no, I like them both the same.
Right.
All right. So I'm looking here. After that, because I don't want to get it wrong, after that was Let Love Die.
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you write that one?
I didn't. Yeah. So so the first round, like the 5 songs I've put out so far, I recorded them back in October when I first went out. So that was kind of my first batch of like having songwriters pitch to me. And since then, since I've moved to Nashville, I've started like to write my own music. And so that's on the horizon, is I will like release songs that I wrote next go around. So
All right. So we see how this is going now. So this was the first, and I remember you telling me that when we talked before now. Okay. So your first trip to Nashville before you ever moved there, these 5 were pitched to you.
Yes.
And you recorded all of them.
Yes.
So now you've made the move out here and the writing is literally on the wall.
Exactly.
Window.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I've absolutely fallen in love with songwriting and been able to co-write with amazing people out here. Songwriting with Ben Simonetti. He's written over 30 songs with the Zach Brown band, and like he wrote My Old Man. And so I've just been like having amazing opportunities with really awesome writers. And so I'm really excited for this next round of songs that I'll be releasing in the new year. And, you know, I'll have a co-write on all of them. And, you know, so I'm super excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Now, and I'm going to skip ahead to, I loved Let Love Die. I loved all of these, but I want to skip ahead to I'm a Gene because that's completely different.
Yeah.
And whose idea was it for the animation of that song?
Yeah. So, well, we were just kind of all just thinking about, you know, just the lyrics of the song. And the lyric is, you know, I imagine I'm Imogene. And so I just started to think, you know, since it's I imagine, like, why don't we just make an animated music video where it's just kind of like this make-believe world? And so that's where the idea came from was, you know, she's just picturing herself as this other girl who has the perfect life and is pretty and has, you know, a cute boyfriend or whatever. And so it's all in her head. And so that's why we decided to do an animated music video. And I had a really good friend of mine, Tommy Schneider. He is an amazing cartoonist, and he was able to help me, and he spent so many hours doing the music video, and it was just a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, and completely different than anything that's out there right now.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot of animated music videos, and I know why now.
Country music anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, he spent like probably like 100 hours on it. I don't even know. Like I would text him and he would text me back at like 4 a.m, still working on the music video. So, I mean, it's like a lot of work. I mean, just a tiny animation, you know, for 3 minutes takes hours and hours.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of time involved in that one.
Yeah.
What was your favorite video of these 5 that you did? What was your favorite video that you did?
That's so hard. I had a lot of fun with the Get Loud With Me video.
I was going to say that one looked like a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. I felt like a total like actress in that one just because it was kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde, like, you know, when I have the knife and I'm going to set him free, you know, like for a second, you're like, what's going to happen? Like, are you going to kill him or like what's happening? So that was like super fun. And then it was really fun to be able to jump in the waterfall and kind of, you know, we had one take to do that, but it was absolutely freezing. Like the water, we shot late September. And so it was just starting to become fall and just like the water was getting really, really cold and we were getting some, you know, snow runoff. And so it was absolutely freezing, but it was a lot of fun. That was definitely like one of my favorites to film. I kind of thought you were going to say that one because it really looked like you were having fun in that one. Yeah.
Now, what was your brother in that one with you?
No, he wasn't in that yet. So who was in it was a friend of mine. His name's Will, and yeah, he was my co-actor. And then the people that filmed it, I actually went to school with at Pepperdine. And yeah, Daniel Cotton. He's actually got introduced into this like really amazing directors academy in LA, and he's working on all these different shows. And he contacted me on Instagram and was like, I want to do your next music video. And so I was like, okay, yeah, you can do it. He showed me some of his work and it was amazing. And so that's kind of how that all played out.
That is so cool. So, I mean, obviously I know that you love singing, of course, but what is more fun, like being in the studio, putting the song together or putting the video together?
That's hard because they're so different. Like it's really fun being in the studio and, you know, just really connecting to the lyrics and just getting really into it. But then it's so much fun to like use your creativity and figure out like what's the story you're going to create for the video. You know, like, is it going to match the lyrics exactly, or is it going to like tell a different story? So that's so hard to choose. I don't even know if I can pick.
Leave it to me to ask the hard questions.
Yeah.
Now, with the songs that you're writing now, do you envision the video as you're writing the song? Can you like, is the song already coming to life as you write it?
Yeah, that's a good question. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes like, you know, I'll draw like my inspiration for my songwriting from like, you know, real experiences. So sometimes it's really easy for me to like visualize a certain verse or something like that. So yeah, a little bit of both, I would say.
Yeah. Well, and along with that, did you have any say so? I know you said you had the idea for I'm a Gene, but did you have any say so in how these videos went for these 5 songs? Or was that somebody else just coming in telling you what to do?
Yeah. So the music video for Blue, I completely wrote the script myself. So that one was like, I had complete creative control, which has been awesome. And then even with Imogene, you know, I came up with the idea and kind of like gave Tommy like kind of, you know, how I wanted it. I wanted to start out in real life and then go to animation and then end in real life again. And then I just kind of let him take the creative reign on that, like, you know, because it's more, that's up his alley. So I kind of let him do that. And then for Get Loud With Me, I had originally pictured like being in like a nightclub scene or something like that. You know, it's just like a really awesome, like up tempo song. And so I just pictured like kind of dancing and stuff. And Daniel, the director, he's the one that came up with doing something completely different and doing like more of a Bonnie and Clyde and kind of like this mystery, like what's going to happen next. So he came up with the storyline for that one.
That's cool. I always wonder how like storylines when music videos are very cinematic, like I wonder who comes up with those, who are, you know, I don't have that creativity, that blah, blah, blah. I don't have that creativeness inside of me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know if I could write a song, much less come up with a video idea. So I always think that's so cool. And I think that's one of the things, like, I love to wait for the video to come out of songs because it's funny. I challenge myself to see if I can get in the head of the writers or whoever comes up with the videos to see if like my idea is even remotely the same of what the video ends up being like.
Right.
And usually I'm not really that close.
I know, it is crazy, like how many different, you know, creative directions a video can take. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I know. I always think about that too with like directors or writers. Like, you know, I love this show like American Horror Story, and it's so weird, like out of the box. I'm like, who comes up with this stuff? Like, how is that a thought in someone's head?
Oh, I know. Like watching TV or movies, for sure. I do that all the time. I'm like, how do these people think of this stuff?
Yeah.
And then I'm yelling at them all the time. I'm like, why did you do that? Why didn't you do this? Why are you making this character do that?
I know. It's funny. I do that.
Oh, wow. We've got lots of comments going on here. Can you see the comments on your side?
Oh, let me look. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay. And I can see. Hi,
of course, Mama Laura's on here.
My grandma, Sharon.
Oh, Sharon's your grandma. Okay.
Hey, everyone. I'm glad people were able to hop on right now. I know it's
yeah, that's one thing that I like about StreamYard is that people can watch live with us and comment as well. So that's one thing that I've loved about this versus Skype. So this has been a good way this way. So it's worked out well.
Yeah, this is my first time using this. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and one thing I really like about it too is I can have multiple people on. If you remember back when I had the writers round.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, because I'd wanted you to be on it with us. We had the writers round, so we had like one night. I think we had like me and Lizzie plus like 5 other people on at the same time.
Oh wow,
it worked great. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, this was going to be my next question. Thank you, Laura. So next song that you are going to be releasing, and can you tell us when?
Oh, yes, I'm still like trying to kind of decide, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be One Line at a Time. That'll be the title of the next one, and it's a song I wrote about moving to Nashville, actually. And it kind of takes like a creative turn a little bit. And it kind of talks about this girl who's in an abusive relationship. And so she's a songwriter, though. And so she wants to leave her life behind. And the idea is like she's going to kind of write her story one line at a time. She's going to rewrite her story.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And it was, I wrote it like in the middle of like COVID and just kind of like when everything, domestic abuse was at a high and there were so many things going on. And so that was like kind of on my mind when I was writing it. So I wrote it with my co-writer, Erin McCaffrey, and Erin is the one who wrote Blue. So we wrote this song together, and I'm super excited about it. So that'll probably be the next one. And I want to say that it'll probably be released early of next year, maybe at the end of January.
I could see a Lifetime movie being attached to that song.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot tell you how glad I am that a woman is writing a song about domestic violence. Yeah. I'm really, 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 really anxious to hear that song. I am not afraid to admit, I talk about it freely now, but I am a domestic violence survivor. And so to have you write a song about that just means so much to me, because I just don't feel like that's something that's talked about enough. I feel like women are shamed about that.
Yeah.
And so I love that.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited.
You are so sweet. I just love your mom. She is so sweet. Thank you.
Well,
yes, I am a huge fan of Caitlin's. She knows that. You know that. So yes, I will always support you in your music. But yeah, I'm glad that you did that. And I love the way that what little bit I've heard about it so far, the twist that you took about it, and that, she's decided she's going to change her life and do it one line at I love that. I cannot wait to hear it.
Good. I'm so happy. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, I'm really excited for you to hear the song, and that's a song that like you said, like I already pictured the music video for it. Like it's very like descriptive, and it would be a cool Lifetime movie too.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. So, which makes me think, all right, it just like flashed in my brain briefly, and I'm like having a brain lapse because of my headache today. So bear with me while I pull up your Instagram a minute, because I don't want to say it wrong. Was it a commercial that you did?
Oh, was it recently?
Yeah.
Hang
on.
When I had the children with me?
Yes. Yes.
I know, that was so funny. I got cast to do this. It was like for this website. It was like an e-commerce website. That all these like different magnetic things. Yeah. And it was so funny because I remember I got the job from my modeling agency, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're cast as a mom today." And I'm like, "A mom?" I'm like, "How am I a mom? Like I'm 24." I'm like so young. I'm like, "Wait, why am I getting cast as a mom?" I'm not old enough for that. But no, it was super fun, and the kids were really cute. And yeah, it was a fun day. That was actually in Colorado. So I filmed that literally 2 days before I moved to Nashville.
I remember seeing that when you posted that, and I was and reading your comment that you put on it, and I was like, yeah, hard for Caitlin to pass as a mom of older children, but as a brief commercial for smaller children, okay, we'll let that one slide by. But yeah.
Yeah, I think the kids were like 3 and 5 or something. So I guess it could happen.
Yeah. It could. Technically it could. Sorry. Yeah. Luckily they were little kids. That's cute. But yeah. Yeah, I could so see you like doing the Lifetime thing eventually, because they always have like, these beautiful model type moms on there. They're never,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's a certain type that, has to be cast in Lifetime or Hallmark. So, and I know all about that right now, because I am all about the Lifetime and Hallmark.
I know.
Movies. Do you watch those?
Yeah. This time of year, I need to start watching them. I always like to watch them around Christmas time.
Yeah. Well, I have my thing. I don't watch, it has to be December. I don't do anything Christmas until after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Because I just like to do one holiday at a time.
I agree. Yeah.
Now, okay. So you're a one holiday at a time person?
Totally. Yeah.
Okay. So your family wasn't one that, did y'all put your tree up on Thanksgiving?
No, we would never do
After.
any, like none of our lights or anything would go up until after Thanksgiving.
I love that. I love that. Oh, my daughter would put her tree up at Halloween if she could. Well, she does. I think she did this year.
That's so funny. We decorated for Halloween. Yeah, we had
Yeah.
like balloons and all of that all over our apartment.
I want to enjoy each holiday separately.
Yeah.
And then like when December 1st gets here, then I can start enjoying Christmas.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So have you started Christmas shopping yet?
No, not really. I still need to do that. We're actually taking a family vacation to Sea Island, Georgia. So that's kind of like our Christmas gift this year is like a family vacation. So I don't know if we're like big gifts this year, but yeah, it'll be fun.
I like that. Yeah, because I mean, I guess y'all don't have any little kids in your family. Everybody's, I mean, you and your brother are grown, so.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes it's more fun just to like, spend the money on instead of just, a bunch of stuff. But that's what we're doing here. Looks like we have we have Roberto from Germany. I need to translate. I don't know what that's saying.
Okay. Anybody know German? Not to me.
Yeah. I'll translate that later.
Yeah.
You're tuning in. That's awesome.
Sorry, Roberto. We don't know German. Oh, yes, Laura. I would love to get to Nashville. I will. I think last time I was in Nashville, I think I actually missed Caitlin by like a day or two, something.
Like almost had a trip that overlapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will probably truthfully be spring before I get out there. I would imagine. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll get out there sooner. Yeah. I would move there if my husband would.
Yeah, it's fun.
I love Nashville. I would move in a heartbeat. Lots of fans from outside the U.S. Yes, I'm sure. Speaking of that, have you looked at like your analytics to see like where your fan base is?
It's crazy. I think this year I reached like 92 different countries.
Wow.
And then a lot in the UK, Germany, and then the other place was South Korea. Like SOS, it's so weird on Apple Music. SOS gets played like 100 times a day in this little town in South Korea. So I have no idea what's going on there. But
well, I think because of the phenomenal growth with BTS, that that's what music just in general is so huge in South Korea.
Yeah, that could. Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering. I'm like, I need to go visit there and see what's happening over there because I don't know if it's a restaurant that's playing it or something, but it's like on repeat every single day. So,
wow, that is cool.
Yeah,
that is really cool. You have to put that on your international tour,
right?
Yeah. So, COVID permitting, do you have a tour planned out next year?
I mean, it's just so hard to plan right now. I've been talking with like some musicians who have opened up for huge acts, and they're saying that like even the things that they were supposed to be booking in the summer of 2021 have gotten canceled. So there's no large festivals, at least. Maybe like smaller things. But yeah, it's just so hard. Like it's hard to plan because like, they end up getting canceled right now. So, but I would love to, like, I really want to. I have met like an amazing guitarist. He's actually the guitarist for Easton Corbin. But since Easton's not touring right now, he kind of like, has been helping me out. And he's like, you just say when, like, when you want to go on tour, like I'll put a whole band together and we'll do it. So hopefully we can.
I know that's got to be so discouraging that you can't really get out and play live much. I mean, I know there's like some things, around Nashville that's doing, small live shows and stuff. There are restaurants and bars and stuff like that. But, not the regular live shows that you guys are used to doing.
Right. Yeah, like the super fun, packed, crowded. Yeah, that's
yeah.
I've been able to do like a couple like smaller things. Like I played at Puckett's a couple months ago. So it's little fun things that I can do around here. I've been doing. So
yeah, it's been all about the online stuff and putting out music. I mean, so that's what this year has been. It seems like everybody's been looking forward to is what's the next song that's going to be put out, and the different ways that people are either putting EPs or albums out. And are you doing it one single at a time? Are you just putting the whole album out? It's fun to see the different ways that artists are doing theirs.
Yeah, it's a lot of releasing music and a lot of writing. Like, I know a lot of writers said that they've never written more songs than this year alone, just because they haven't been touring and they've had so much downtime. And so, yeah, I think 2021 will have a lot of songs because of it, just because of everyone writing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, your upcoming songs that you have, are you planning an EP or full album, or have you got that figured out yet?
So with the next stuff that I'm releasing, it's going to be like definitely a more cohesive sound. I'm really working on just like, finding my voice and what that's going to sound like. So I am definitely thinking about doing, releasing an album or an EP, just so it's very cohesive and it can tell a story.
Right.
But yeah, I might release like 2 or 3 singles and then release the rest. But yeah, that's all just kind of trying to figure it out, trying to line up which songs I've written and then which ones I actually want to record, and all that. It's exciting right now, but yeah, a lot of just kind of planning right now.
Yeah. Well, I have to know, just little hint, what in the world are you writing on the windows?
So that song, it's so funny. Yeah. Well, I saw this like whiteboard, and it was glass, and it was on Amazon, and it was like $250, and I thought it was so cool, but I was like, wow, that's really expensive for a whiteboard.
Yeah, just like, I got this picture window right here that'll work fine.
I looked around my apartment because I'm in it's a just floor to ceiling glass, and so I was like, well, why don't I just write on my windows? I'm tired of just writing in my journal, so I started doing that, and it's been like really fun. I just have to do it before the sun goes down because I can't see anything after that. But yeah, so right now I'm writing this awesome song, actually. This lady, her name's Nancy. She, I don't know her personally, but a friend of mine does. And she died of brain cancer very young. She was like in her 30s. Oh. And he wanted to start a foundation in her name. And so he asked me if I would sing a song, and kind of he would like make it the song for the foundation that he's starting. And so I'm writing this song about Nancy and her life right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Thanks. Yeah, it's super. I mean, I'm having so much fun with it, and it's a really meaningful song. So that's always fun to, be able to write something that has a lot of meaning behind it.
Oh, wow. Caitlin, you have got some amazing things going on. I'm just super excited for you. All the things that you've got coming up. Hopefully COVID will not be so mean to everybody next year, and it will allow you to just let your creative self just go crazy and
I know
better things. And
like I'm kind of like a little scatterbrained and like all over the place. Like yesterday I was recording a song for a woman's wedding. She contacted me on Instagram, and she just like heard me singing, and she's like, will you sing the song that I walked down the aisle to my husband? And so I was in the recording studio yesterday doing that. So there's just a lot of different like projects right now, but it's super fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right. So she wanted you just to come up with something brand new.
Yeah, she found a song, actually. This guy sang it on The Voice. It's called Defenseless, and it was an original that he wrote. So a lot of people don't know the song, but she asked if I could sing like a female perspective for her, since she'd be the one walking down the aisle. And so, yeah, that's what we did. And it's a really cool acoustic version. I'm even thinking about just releasing it so everyone else can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That is so cool.
Yeah, I know. It was fun.
Oh my gosh. There will not be a dry eye in that place on that day. Oh, I love wedding songs. I am such a sucker for a good love song. Oh.
I know. It's so fun. Yeah. And it's really cool too, because, they can't really have me like there live because COVID rules and stuff. So it was cool that I could just record it, and they could, I could still be there kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so neat. Yeah, I feel so bad for all the COVID weddings this year that didn't get to happen or didn't get to happen the way that the brides envisioned them
I know.
to happen. I mean, a lot of people still decided to get married anyway, just, forego the big weddings that they planned, or some still snuck and had the weddings, just had them elsewhere, and then tons of people ended up sick.
Yeah, I know. It's too bad. I had so many friends that wanted to get married and like planned to get married in 2020 just because it's a really cool date too.
Yeah.
It's so sad. I mean, yeah, hopefully next year. And I'm sure like next year will be even crazier though, because like everyone who did, postpone their wedding, it's going to be now next year. And so you're going to have like double the weddings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then, but who knows if 2021 is going to be any better,
Yeah.
I'm over it because I had not three separate ones, but one cruise that got canceled 3 times.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And then friends of ours that we always go on a cruise with, we were supposed to go in January. Well, that one got canceled. They rescheduled for April, but we couldn't go in April. So they were going to go without us. Well, I was mad about that. I was like, y'all cannot go without us. Well, that just got canceled yesterday. So I was like, see, y'all couldn't go without us. But we have one scheduled in June on a brand new cruise ship. And I'm just worried now that we're not even going to get to go in June.
Man, that's crazy. I know, because that's so far away. So you'd think you'd be safe, but who knows?
You would think. And I mean, I could see them canceling already now, canceling through January. But to already know that they're going to cancel through April.
I know. And the hard thing is too, is like, it's not, really going to go away. Like, it'll just be like the flu, or it'll be like something that we always have. So it's like hard because it's like, it's not going to, just magically disappear.
Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to be something that we have to learn to deal with somehow.
Yeah.
And then, the vaccine's either coming or it's not coming. Okay. If it comes, unless it's something that's forced upon people, there's going to be a whole bunch of people that are not going to want to take it. Yeah. I, for one, am not going to take it unless Carnival Cruise Line says to me, you cannot get on this ship unless you take the vaccine.
Yeah.
Then I will take it reluctantly.
Yeah, it's scary. I think it's always just scary. Like, you don't know, when like a new vaccine, you just don't know yet.
Yeah.
Remember I got like the Hep B 3 series shots, that they were like, it was like a new thing. And now they're coming out with studies saying that it's like causing women to be infertile and stuff. So it's just like, yeah, whenever there's a new thing, they just don't really know the long-term effects of it. So it's scary.
Yeah, exactly. I love your CQ sweatshirt. Oh, have you got your own sweatshirt? I was going to say, I don't have one.
Hold back too.
I need one of those. And I don't even wear sweatshirts.
An album.
You have to have t-shirts. So
yeah. Oh, that's a good idea to have, like, to release an album so I can do themed merch. That would be really fun. I like that idea.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I love doing merch. It's really fun for me.
Oh yeah. I am a merch, like, I love merch. Like koozies. I love t-shirts. I would have a t-shirt from every one of my favorite artists if I could have.
Right.
I don't know what it is about it. There's something about artist merch. I think if fans invest in artist merch, then they're showing that artist that they really care about them.
Yeah, because that's really like where a lot of the artists, like that's where you get your revenue from, because
especially right now.
Yeah, you can't play live. So
yeah,
that's really the only source of income.
Yeah. And I think CQ coffee mugs are so cute. Yeah, coffee mugs, that is another good thing.
I know. I should be drinking my CQ coffee mug right now. What was I thinking?
Coffee mugs are another good thing. I don't think people think a lot about coffee mugs because I haven't seen those on a lot of merch sites.
Yeah.
You always see koozies. Now you see pop sockets, of course, t-shirts, sweatshirts, but coffee mugs, I don't think people think a lot. That's a good idea.
I'll show you my coffee mug, but yeah, I collect coffee mugs. So that's why I thought of doing it. I'll grab it.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. I have a bunch just because I like giving them to people. But
yeah, but oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
I do like that.
I know. I'll have to send you some stuff.
That is nice. I like that. Yeah, I love the design on the sweatshirt. That is so nice.
Thanks. Yeah, it's actually, I had a designer. He's out of Denmark. He made these. He's a graphic designer.
That is really cool.
Yeah, he's really cool. I kind of just gave him ideas and stuff, and then he just kind of rolled with it. He does really cool like streetwear and stuff.
Yeah,
with his own line. So yeah, he designed it.
Yeah. So when you put more thought into your merch and make it more appealing for people to wear, then they're going to be more apt to buy it than just some, your name written on a shirt.
Right. Yeah.
Just or like your face stuck there.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm sure some people love what I just said, but I don't know. I don't mind people's faces and people's names, but I think the design, like you have something timeless, is better.
Right.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. It's timeless.
Yeah, I'm glad. That's what I was trying to go for. Plus, I think it's cool too because if you buy artist merch, like from the very beginning, like then it'll be vintage stuff at one point. Like, can you imagine if you bought like Dolly Parton's like first T-shirt she ever put out? Like, yeah, like some of that stuff, like now it sells for like $500 on eBay. It's crazy.
Oh my God, I know. Yeah, for sure. Like her stuff, or if you had like a Patsy Cline T-shirt or something, or yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely. I agree. Yeah, I'm a merch person. I agree. I love the avenue that you're going with it.
Oh, good. Well, thanks.
Yes. I love everything that you're doing. Keep it up.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I'm so glad I got to hop back on here with you and just like do a little update. And
I know we're going to have to make a habit of doing this, at least like we didn't make our 6-month mark, but we'll have to make a habit of doing it at least once a year. You're going to get too busy to do it like twice a year. So we'll have to make a point to do it at least yearly.
Yeah, that would be so awesome. Oh, yeah, progress. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, because I think I've been after you for a while to get on here and do this, and catching you was like crazy.
I know it's so weird because like right now it's like I have all these different like projects going on, and it's always like this time of year when it's always so weird. People are either checked out because it's like almost Christmas, or they're like scrambling to like fit everything in.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I get to do it.
It's been crazy too. And then, I was out for a while with the surgery and then my grandmother. So I know schedules have been crazy. So, but it's all good. I knew that you would do it whenever you had time. And so I'm glad we could work it out today. It worked out perfect. I'm glad you jumped on with me for a little bit. I'm so excited for everything that you have coming. I cannot wait to hear the new single and everything. So yeah, I'm super excited for you. And I know we'll stay in touch. So yeah. So good luck to you. And Laura, take care. I love you to death. She's so sweet. I know she's always like checking out things I post and everything. She's so sweet. I just love her to death. You have the best family.
I did. Very lucky. But yeah, thank you so much for the interview too. It's always fun talking with you.
Oh, I know. I have the best time with you. You're so sweet. I just love you to death. I love your music. Everything about you. You're so great. And so all just good blessings to you. And
thank you. You as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I hope you feel better. I know we both said we had headaches today and we're powering through this. And it's Friday, so enjoy the weekend.
I know that'll be nice. We can relax the rest of the
Yeah, it looks gloomy out there as well. Is it raining?
It's so gloomy.
Yeah.
I think that's like a mood changer too. It's like whatever the weather's doing. It's been like kind of raining here too. So
that's the way it's been here all day today too. And I had to go to the doctor this morning and I was out and I was like, it's not even like a good day to get out. It's
like you just want to watch a movie.
Yeah, it's one of those days. Just curl up on the couch with a blanket and a cup of coffee or hot cocoa or something, watch a Lifetime movie and call it quits.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I think that's what I'm going to do too. So, all right. Well, have a great night and a great weekend. It was great talking to you again, and we will do this again soon. And everybody that tuned in and watched, thank you for watching. If you're not already following Caitlin, be sure to go follow her. She is on Spotify, Apple, anywhere that you can find music, on Instagram, Facebook, all the good stuff. Go follow her, buy her merch, download all her music, all that good stuff. And y'all have a great Friday night and a great weekend and a great holiday season. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.